why? But no. So heading towards the Playthrough Gaming Convention 2019 in North Carolina. It's about a 3-hour trip, give or take. It's gonna be interesting. Really going there for two things. I entered in a Tekken tournament. We'll see how that goes. And really to get some, see if I can find some good goodies. I have a few things in mind. Anything GameCube I don't have. I wouldn't mind a working PS3 if the price is right. And I'm interested in a few Wii U games if the price is right. And then, of course, I have all kinds of in-between things. I might as well add up to whatever. So, yeah. So I'm going to make my trip there right now. Got to drop some trash off first at the... It's not in the passenger seat. That'd be weird. But, got to drop some trash off, and then it'll be road trip time. Alrighty, so now we're going to get to the goodies portion of the video. So I want to apologize in advance. Not as much footage as I thought there was going to be, but I wanted to get this update out right now because the next Goodwill trip I'm doing is going to be pretty interesting. But anyway. It's been a little bit though, so I have picked up some goodies, both off screen and on screen and whatnot. We're gonna save all the GameCube stuff I picked up at the end of the video here, because that means a lot. But pick this up at Goodwill. First things first is Vampire: The Terrifying Last Journal of Dr. Cornelius Van Helsing. It just seemed like a little, just a little interesting little book with some illustrations and whatnot. It looks pretty neat. I could dig it. It's got, it's little activities and whatnot. Well, not activities, but it just adds some depth to it. It's really interesting little book. Quite like that. Next thing is going to be a little odd. That's right, Monopoly M&Ms. So something I had just in the back of my mind is, because I see it quite a bit of times, and I'm like, what if I made like Ultimate Monopoly and Ultimate Clue? Like, you just take all the pieces from various Monopoly games and Clue games and just have a smorgasbord. It'd be a mess. And I'm kind of thinking, I wonder if anybody's actually done that online, like made like a little fan Monopoly and Clue game with like various pieces, various rules and whatnot. Like, I feel like that could be something like an interesting little project for Unity or something. Maybe I have to learn how to do that. But yeah, I picked this up just to be silly. So from here on out, I'm going to keep an eye out for random Monopoly and Clue games, no matter how incomplete it is, because the main goal is just to have it all be like Ultimate Monopoly, Ultimate Clue, and just be silly. Because I know some versions of Monopoly have different rules, as with Clue. Like some of the newer Clue board games I've seen added a new character to it. And there's so many different versions of, both Monopoly and Clue. You can have, like for example, the M&Ms, and for Clue, you can have Scooby-Doo, and there's even a Final Fantasy VII Monopoly version, too, which is pretty interesting. Alright, so going a bit more into the Goodwill stuff. I actually found a PlayStation 1 game. NFL Blitz 2001. It's a sports game, but you know what? I didn't have it, and it's PlayStation 1. I like me some PlayStation stuff. And it's actually in really good shape. Probably because it's a sports game and nobody really played it all that much. But no, it's really, really good. Like there's a fingerprint on here, which is probably actually mine. I got my hands on fire. But you know what? For 99 cents, I don't mind one bit. And like I said, it's a PlayStation 1 game I didn't have. You really got to look at the CD section because you will find, not a whole lot, at least on my end, but you will find like PlayStation 1 games in there. Oh, CD games. During that same trip, I picked up The Mummy Returns. That guy looks familiar. But, yeah. I'm kind of interested in picking up these mommy movies. When it comes to DVDs, I really have a good, like, I have a really good, what am I trying to say? I get pretty lucky with DVDs, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't really go looking for it, but, you know, I find some really good DVD stuff. Like, one of the better ones is the Toy Story 1, Toy Story 2 combo pack that I got for $2. Which, you know, with Disney and Pixar movies like that, they're pretty up there in price, actually. I thought I had... I left it over there. Give me one moment. Alright, and this is from the most recent Goodwill trip. Found Yu-Gi-Oh! R, number 2. Wasn't actually going to pick this up unless I found some more stuff I was going to pick up during that same trip. And I did. I ended up picking up a few more, so... I picked this, little manga up here. Sometimes I will find some manga, and if it's something I'm interested, I'll pick it up. It's pretty intense card battling going on here. All in good time. Alright, and then I picked up a few more DVDs. Less noteworthy one is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yeah, the J.K. Rowling thing's going on, right? But, you know, I still have the books. And no matter what she says at the end of the day, unless they like come out with a revision of the books, you don't really have to count it. I actually don't have all the Harry Potter DVDs. I kind of stopped after 4 because, believe it or not, when Part 4 came out, and I noticed... That's when I really noticed some changes between it and the book, even though it's, like, really minute. And that really, actually, funny enough, turned me off from the movies. But, you know, I grew up, and I'm like, well, you know, movies cannot be one-for-one to books because, you know, it's a different medium and whatnot. So, you know what, I'm gonna... If I see them, I'm gonna go start picking up the DVDs I don't have, and maybe sit down and rewatch them again. Next up is a Scooby-Doo volume. Now, I do have the complete season of... Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Bump in the Night. This is volume 2. It's got, you know, it's like all these episodes I got of Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? However, the bonus episode, this is why I really pick up volumes, because sometimes they include bonuses you don't really see on the season's stuff. More Fondue for Scooby-Doo. Bonus episode from Shaggy and Scooby-Doo Get a Clue series. Yeah, everybody's favorite Scooby-Doo, right? A little weird to include it in a volume like this, but... That's an episode I actually did not have, so now I can do that for my Scooby screenshots. That particular episode was released in a volumes. Only Volume 1 and Volume 2 was ever released for Scooby-Doo Get a Clue. Not all the episodes were released on DVD, sadly. It's understandable why, because, you know, people didn't buy them because, you know, Scooby-Doo Get a Clue is not the best of Scooby-Doo series. 1001 classic commercials. Over 16 hours of greatest TV commercials. I saw this and I had to instantly pick it up. And for $1, I am not complaining because this is really bizarre. An official DVD release of commercials. 1001 commercials. I'm kind of interested. Like, I mean, it's kind of interesting. I wonder if these commercials are like public domain. Or were they, like, actually licensed out? This came out in 2009, going by the copyright on the back of it. But, you know, we got Ajax. Try to focus on that. We got Silly Putty. And that's old school Barbie right there. With that terrifying looking face. Entire history of American pop culture in its most entertaining form. Tons of... Wait, what is that? Tons of fun for the whole family is in store. I'm trying to get it on camera. In store with this collection of the most unforgettable, extraordinary, and memorable commercials to hit the small screen. This is an entire history of American pop culture in its most simple and straightforward form. Enjoy reminiscing about years gone by when watching all these favorite commercials from the past. Includes legendary favorites from some of the most well-known household brands like Speedy, Seltzer, the Jolly Green Giant, Barbie, Marble. I wonder if this has the Flintstone Marble commercials. That'd be pretty funny. So I'm definitely going to check that out. That's going to be funny. Alright. So, this was after the convention I went to, but I'm going to go ahead and show these off now. So at my Walmart, there's actually a whole... I'm going to splice in some footage while talking about this. There's like this little section of video game clearance. And I just happened to look there, and I got this little set for about $50. But I get a 10% discount because I work at Walmart. So, which means I can get stuff like this for free. That's right, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball for the Wii. No, there's like a few Wii games I do want to go out and get, but I have no plans of really completing a Wii collection. But if I ever see something like this, and I know I'm going to get a really good deal, you know, because free, then by all means, I'm going to pick it up. Was $49.96. Walmart was literally selling this for $49.96. Who knows how long that game's been sitting there. That is pretty funny. He's like, please, take this off our hands. And you know what? I'm like, sure, I can use another Wii game. Now, on the other hand, with Wii U, I actually am considering going for a complete Wii U collection. I think that'd be pretty fun as well, going along with the GameCube collection. But this is Runbow. It was only $5. It was originally $20. Includes the original game, Space Adventure, all 4 DLC add-on packs, and the OST Volume 1 and Volume 2. That's interesting. Runbow Deluxe Edition. And turning on the back, you actually get some special guest characters. Over 15 indie guest characters from your favorite indie games. There's Shovel Knight. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like I said, I am interested in going for a complete Wii U set. GameCube is going to still be the main focus. But, you know, if I happen to see a good deal for Wii U games, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up. Who knows, maybe I'll end up being like, I'll get a Wii U complete collection before I get a GameCube complete collection. Alright. Final Fantasy Royal Edition. I actually have the vanilla version of Final Fantasy 15, but I did not have Royal Edition, so here it is. And you know what's sad? I still yet to play Final Fantasy 15, and I got it for a Christmas gift from my brother. Like a couple years ago. Kind of interesting. I have actually played the pocket version of Final Fantasy 15 and have yet to touch this Final Fantasy 15 at all, which is pretty funny. This is actually from last Black Friday because it's got the Black Friday sticker that Walmart does. But it was sitting there in clearance, and you know, for $20, I'm going to get this version. And I actually don't know if trophies carry over from the vanilla or if like Royal Edition and vanilla version is 2 separate things. It could be interesting. And this one, but everybody's already said what they said about Dead Rising 4. But this is like the complete edition. Thanks, big package. It was only $20, so I'm going to pick it up. I am a Dead Rising fan. And I am kind of curious. I want to play this at some point. Now, if only Dead Rising 3 can come out on PS4. Now, watch it actually be out for PS4, and I just didn't know. Alright, so recently I went to the Playthrough Convention 2019. Got the little brochure, it's pretty funny. Unfortunately, I did not get that much footage. Honestly, all I really recorded was the little arcade section they had there, which you'll see throughout this video here. Now, that is bad on my part. Originally, I was going to record some of the stuff in the booth. Like, the whole convention itself wasn't too busy, but each individual vendor was kind of packed, and I didn't want to, like, oh, hold on. Let me pull up my phone, do some recording. So, I was keeping people, I didn't want to keep people waiting from looking at the tables and whatnot either. I mean, at the same time, I could have recorded, like, behind it and just get, like, a quick pan shot. And I still should have done that throughout the whole convention itself instead of just the arcade section, so that was my fault. I'm really bad at this. So one of the vendors, I actually bought all my GameCube games that I got at this convention at the same vendor for pretty interesting deals. So first up, we got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Coming back to Harry Potter, it comes all full circle. Tested this one. This one works just fine. Which, holy cow, the quality of these GameCube games on my little HD TV does really show that I'm actually testing out more of these games. Blood Omen 2, unfortunately cannot... Well, the disc will boot up, but once you, try to play the game, it actually crashes. And looking at the disc, it is pretty scratched up. I don't know, maybe if I do a really good cleaning... Like, yeah, you can even see the scratch. It looks pretty bad. Like, I doubt a good cleaning is going to restore that. Unfortunately, I kind of bought this blind because it's like, oh, $5. I don't even think I looked at the disc. Like, the other ones I really looked at the discs, but I didn't really look at it like I should have. But hey, I got the case and just, got to clean up all the stickers and whatnot. So I'm definitely going to have to replace that disc and get a manual for it. Batman Begins. Not the Batman game from Game Center BS, unfortunately. But it is a Batman game for the GameCube. And, it has to be done at some point. Gotta get them all. Fear is your weapon. They actually got the voice actors for this game is actually the same cast from the movie, other than Commissioner Gordon. He's the only one that they didn't get. I didn't really look into why. But everybody else from the movie reprised their roles. But it is a game. It's interesting. Should be really interesting. Tested that out. That works fine. I was pretty happy to get this one. And I think for $5, this is a steal because this case is in great shape. Comes with the manual. Comes with, like, all the little bits in it. Like, all the little, special offer stuff. And this version is actually the double disc version. Includes bonus DVD with high energy film footage plus music features by the single. But from what I read, this was actually a Walmart exclusive back in the day, where it includes a little music DVD with snowboarding stuff. Kind of like Tony Hawk, but just snowboarding stuff, like the little VHSs you can collect at those games. But like I said, the case is in fantastic shape. I'm really I'm honestly surprised I only paid $5 for this. Now for the big one, PNO3. I know it's supposed to be like piano. Funny name. But honestly, it's like product number 03. Really happy to get this one. And it's actually in pretty good shape. I tested it a little bit. It works just fine. I'm honestly surprised this has never been ported over. To newer systems. Probably, I mean, from what I understand, this game didn't do well financially. But it was like one of the Capcom 5 games, if I'm not mistaken, because there was this, Feudable Joe. You know the Capcom games for GameCube. So I got that. And I got that with a package deal with another game, which we're going to see at the very end. But before that, this came in from online order, Legends of Wrestling 2. Unfortunately, not Legends of Wrestling Rouen from the Game Center BS episode, but this is the second one. Probably better than the first one, just going by what little I've seen of it. This works just fine as well. Yeah, I already said Piano 3 works just fine. But now this I got along with Piano 3, and this is actually the most expensive game that I bought at that vendor. And I'm not... probably a little silly once you see it. But I got this along with Piano 3 altogether for $35. So they knocked out $2 off Piano 3. But I paid $25 for a demo disc. You know, yeah, the interactive multi-game demo disc version. Now, this is the version 13 case. However, it's the version 12 disc. So I got the version 12 disc, but the version 13 case. Guy said, yeah, this is how I found it. I found it for like $2 at a thrift store, which, you know, that shows the show, you know, never give up. You never know what you're going to find at thrift stores. But yeah, it's this is the little thing they had in the GameCube kiosk displays at stores where you can try out demos and whatnot. And I tested it. This works fantastic, and it's pretty cool. You know, it's got some GameCube demos and GameCube demo videos. Have it just playing in the background for display only, not for resale. Well, I hate to break it to you. So maybe one day I can find a version 13 disc and a version 12 case. That'd be pretty interesting. Now, this ain't on my priority list with the GameCube collection. I mean, it'd be nice to have, but I'm not going for all the demo discs. That could get a little crazy, so to speak. But, I mean, if I happen to see one, then I'm definitely going to pick it up, because I think it's pretty neat to have one of those things in my collection. But, yeah, it's just this little stuff, and that's really what I've been getting past a little bit. There is going to be another video coming out soon. Next week, I'm actually going to do a big Goodwill trip. Because I don't know if I talked about it before, because there's something I call the Goodwill Circle around here. Basically, literally, a circle around me is literally like 4 Goodwills. But with this big Goodwill trip, I'm actually gonna go with my grandmother. She's a big thrifter too, so that's actually gonna be a lot of fun. And the plan is to hit up those 4 Goodwills, as well hit up some other thrift stores along the way. As well, there's another Goodwill a little bit off the beaten path, but I usually have some pretty good luck over there. But yeah, this was a short little haul video, you know, GameCube hunting episode something. Nothing too fancy, but hey, you know, one step closer, and I picked up a few little goodies in between.